up in the sky, tennis on the way, tennis on the way, on the way. I got winners on the way. You ain't without a on your belt. You ain't without a ticket on your plate. You ain't sick enough to put it on yourself. You ain't rich enough to hit the ladder skate. Tell me when destruction gonna be my fate. Gonna be your fate. Gonna be our fate. Peace to the world. Let it rotate. Money, DNA.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Browns coming in at 6-3, going up against the Chiefs, who come in at 5-4.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. First down, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, he coughed it up. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They run the counter now on 1st down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's got some space here. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A gain of 3, second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Good. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And some room to maneuver. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. It's Ellis. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation, because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsay. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions.
Brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Here we go.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Set! Green, 39! Green, 39!
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Here we go now.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
All right, now look at 56. Look at it. Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Now, gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 3-19.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is right there. It's good. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now let's
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They give him a gain of 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a visit, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with it.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Jonathan Allen in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll give the Browns a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll drop to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the sticks, first down. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And an update from down in the Steel City. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They're going to try and run. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
He'll look to throw. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. There he goes inside the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Red zone opportunity. From the red end zone now. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go now.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Green 39.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Room to run past midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ellis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Second down, here's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Play action. They'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lindsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A swing pass caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 1st and goal here from the 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. But not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot. And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? Yeah. What happened? During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. 6 points go by the wayside on that one. Second down now after the incompletion. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that